welcome back to my channel. So during today's video, I am going to be creating an eyeshadow look using the Glamlite Margarita eyeshadow palette. It's the pink colored thing. Super pretty colors in here. I do not know what I'm going to be doing, which is the norm for me, but let's get started. So I'm just going to make sure my base is smooth, and I use my P. Louise in the shade number 2. Okay, so we're going to start out with this. Let's start out with the shade Tamarind. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the names. But we're going to start out with that first matte shade, peachy shade. And I'm going to use my Morphe 535. And this is this large, fluffy brush, blending brush. And I'm just going to take this shade and we're going to place it right in the outer V in the crease area. And we're not going to go all the way over to the inner corner. At least not yet. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. So we're going to pack it on the other eye. And just continue to lightly pack it. Okay, so now we are going to start lightly blending the shade. And I'm going to go back and forth, just blending. That's pretty. Like a peachy shade. Peachy pink. So I'm adding a little bit more. And continue to blend light upwards towards the brow bone area. And I'm just lightly building the shade in this outer V area. Okay, so I think that should do it for this shade for now. So now I'm going to keep the same brush, but I'm going to take my makeup round and wipe the brush off. So now let's go in with, I don't know, let's do, I'm going to try to keep it simple today. Let's not use that brush. We're going to go with this Morphe brush, and I think it came with this little eye blending set, but it's just a round fluffy brush. So let's take the shade Strawberry, the last matte shade in the palette, and let's pop this shade on the outer V area. Onto the lid, and I'm just going to pack it first on my lower lash line. Not my lower lash line, my lash line. I'm going to get it together one day, y'all. Like I said, if I knew how to edit, it'd probably be cut out. But I don't know how to edit. And I'm just going to continue placing it on the other eye. I think y'all get what I be saying. I'm going to continue to place it and then start blending. These two shades are pretty together. Blend a little more, add a little bit more. And I'm slowly building this shade as well in this area of my eye. That's a pretty shade. I like that together. I'm going to add a little bit more. Adding a little bit more. I want to be a little bit deeper, but not in the crease area, but mainly on this lid area. And I'm just building it, placing it on the tip of the brush and lightly blending it. So now we're going to go back in with this Morphe brush that we started with and go back in with the first peachy shade on the second row. And we're going to add this shade back in the same area. We're going to lightly blend it right above that pink shade, so we can make sure this shade is still showing through underneath this deeper shade. And I'm lightly blending. So now I want to go in with, where's my brush? We'll go with this mess again. Let's go in with the Jaclyn Hill JH38. And it's just this round, pointed blending brush. So let's go in with the shade Blood Orange. You know what? I'm not going to do that because I got to go to work. And I don't know how bright this shade is going to be. Let's go back in with this first matte shade because I really don't want to do that and be here all day. And a little bit of watermelon. Let's mix both of those and see what it does if I put it going towards the inner corner. And we're going to lightly fluff it. Not fluff it, blend it down to the inner corner. I didn't want anything too deep, but not too light either. So mixing these two shades together. I like that. Same thing for this one. And blending. I like that because it's not like too over the top, but it's like nice, pretty, wearable pink. So pretty. We'll continue to blend. I like it. So now I'm going to go back in with this Morphe brush and make sure everything is blended with this deeper shade. Make sure these edges are blended as well. I like that. It's pretty. So now we're going to go back in with the Morphe 535. Now I do not have, well, not me. There's not a transition shade in there for my skin tone. So what I am going to do is use this matte shade out of my Pretty Rich Too Faced palette, and it's the second matte shade. I'm gonna use this shade to highlight this brow bone area and set the concealer and base. And I like to pack this on like a little bit heavier when I place it, because I like it to highlight right on that tailbone, tail of the tailbone, tail of the brow. Oh, we're just gonna blend. I'm sorry. Tailbone. Michelle, get it together, girl. You gotta go to work. So we're just gonna blend again. This is pretty though. I like it. And I didn't even know I was gonna do it. I was sat down this morning, but I like it. And I'm just blending these edges to make sure it's diffused, like going upwards towards the brow bone area, because I don't want the shadow to like stop, you know, right midway. I want to look as diffused as much as possible. So I'm blending upwards, lightly blending these shades up into the matte shade that I just placed on that brow bone area, not tailbone, brow bone. I like it. So now I think that's gonna be it for now for the um, eyeshadows. Let's go in with our Too Faced glitter glue. Now, what shimmer shade am I going to use? I don't know. So we're gonna take our ring finger. I've been liking this, and kind of work it together and place it on the lid. Now I'm placing it all over the lid except for the outer V. Just making sure I coat my lid pretty good with this glitter glue. So now I'm gonna wipe it off. Now let's take the shade. I've been doing a lot of pink, like fully pink shades and stuff. So you know what? Let me see. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna probably do it if I like the way it looks. Let's do it. I want to take this Of Quartz eyeshadow palette, and I want to take one of these grayish tones. I don't want to do a full pink tone this morning. I've done like plenty of those. I love them, but I want to do a little bit different. So I think I want to take, let's take the shade, I don't know, Magmatic. I don't know. Let's take this last shade on the second row, the shimmer shade. Let's pop this shade on our lid. Oh, it's a pretty taupey shade. Let's place it right there where we have the glitter glue. Oh, that's pretty. And you can use any type of taupey grayish tone if you have it, and if you don't have this palette. Any kind of taupey gray smoked out shade. That is pretty. I like that. The same thing for the other eye. Ooh. And I'm just making sure I blend the shimmer with the tip of my finger right in the crease area. To make sure I get that area up with some shimmer, because I like my crease area to have a little bit of shimmer in it as well. That's pretty. I like that. So now we're going to go back in with our Morphe blending brush, and we're going to go back in with the Glamlites. Let's do let's do a little bit of this pink and that pink. Let's mix these two pinks, and we're going to deepen this outer V back up a little bit. We're going to just pack it first right on the outer V, and then let's lightly blend so that shade is still there. Okay, so now the last thing I want to do before we jump off camera, I was looking for my small blending brush. So let's take this one. And this is a Morphe. It does not have a number on it, but it's just a small little fluffy blending brush. And we're just going to blend our crease area to make sure these shades are blended well together and are not, they're not harsh. And just make sure these edges are blended. So I like this. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of this ColourPop shade, because I feel like it's more in this crease area than this one. And we're going to just tap a little bit on the tip of the brush and place it right directly in the crease and just blend. Okay, so I think that should do it for the eye look. So now I'm going to clean up under my eye. Oh, pretty. Okay, so this is the final eye look. I love how the shades blended and worked together. It's really, really pretty. Now you can use a deeper shade under the brow bone area. I only use this one because I wanted to kind of like pop a little bit more today because of the colors that I'm wearing. But this is the eye look, and I like the way it turned out. And I'm going to finish the rest of my face, the norm, and I'll be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. So welcome back. This is the final look. I love how everything came together. I like the eyeshadow look. Now I did not apply any more shadows on my lid, but I did go in with the Glamlite palette, and I used the Shot Time, and I took my little lip brush and I just placed it right on that lower lash line, and then I kind of took a little bit of the gold and placed it towards the inner corner on the lower lash line. Now for the rest of my face, I did my usual routine with my favorite bronzer. I bronzed with my Soft Focus Black Radiance in the shade Milk Chocolate. If you have not tried this and you're looking for a great affordable bronzer that blends like really, really good, this is a great bronzer. It's gonna stay there. Trying to open it. For my blush today, I used my Carity Blush Balm, and I used both those shades together for my blush today. And I did not place in a highlighter on my cheek area today, but I did highlight my inner corner with the Wet n Wild Hummingbird Hype. So that finishes my look. Oh, for my lashes, I'm sorry. I did use the lashes that I shared with you all in my haul from Amazon. And these are the really thin, like everyday wispies. They kind of remind me sort of like the Kiss lashes, the style 01. They're really long, and they're not like fluffy, but they're just like really long and wispy. And this is the packaging and what it looks like. And I think I paid maybe about $7 or so for this. I'm gonna see if I can find the style on my cart, and I'm gonna drop it down in the description box. They were really easy to put on. The only thing, they were so flexible that they were just kind of like really soft and flexible. So you had to kind of shape it to your eye, but that wasn't a big deal to me since they're really lightweight. You really can't even feel these at all, like at all, on your eyes. So these are good for like everyday wear. If you don't want that really dramatic, but you want that long wispy look, these are perfect. So that completes the look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.